Well, what's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? Well, this is the 1122 Wingnut Radio out here for Anarchy Television, and I've been meaning to do this for myself, but I haven't really done it yet, and I'm kind of just toying around with the idea, but I really don't know what I want. I mean, I kind of know what I want to do, and I'm going to see if I can make something kind of cool. But anyway, what I'm doing is. And this is just really, like I said, it's just for myself. At the moment, this is what I carry on my side at the moment. Is just it's a shitty leather. Um it's like fake leather type leather for the sheath. And it's like, some strapping that I put on there because the old one broke off. And I've got some Ranger bands down here holding this ferro rod, and I've had to replace this, so this is something I put on there. But anyway, this is the type of blade. One is these almost looks like one of those SOG knives, I guess, or whatever. 420 stainless steel, something, you know, it, it's a pretty good knife. It's an all around pretty good knife, when it comes down to it. But what I want to do is make a new sheath, and something to hold this ferro rod a little bit better. You know what I mean? So I can uh, get to it a lot easier and still secure it pretty good. And get it on there tight. I had it on that damn tight. It wasn't coming off unless I wanted it off. But like I said, I ended up putting these Ranger bands on it, mostly just to hold stuff, if I wanted to hold stuff. But that's that. But what I want to do is maybe do something different for the belt attachment part. And instead of this kind of like, I want this kind of like a square box type shape. And then I was thinking about making a couple of straps where I can put this on there, something that acts like Molly, where I can attach it like right there on the thing. And that's what I'm thinking is like, something like that. All I need is like some kind of, maybe, I don't know if I want to do it out of the leather. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll probably do it out of leather. Just use some scraps and stuff like that to do the Molly straps and just sew them on right here so I can attach this to it. And then also something on the side here where that's gonna like just a loop or something like that where I can just slide it in and maybe make some kind of a catch down here that I can catch this to help lock it in where it won't go anywhere. I don't know. Let's see what I can come up with. And also like when it comes down to this, I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, this single loop like this to put where the belt for the belt loop or whatever you want to call it. This is okay. But I'm thinking what I want to do is actually make it to where there's holes on both sides and it kind of goes through two holes to kind of hold it a little bit more steady on the belt. You know what I'm saying? And, like, the belt will pass through here, go under, and come back up, and, you know, that kinda thing. So, I'm making this up as I go. Alright? That's kinda what I wanna do. So, like I said, I'm making this up as I go because 'cause I've been thinking about it in my head. I have not drawn anything down or make any measurements or any of that shit. So this is gonna be something for me, and it's gonna be eyeballed and stuff like that. And then I might make some different, some changes or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, because I was thinking about this before I started the live. So I was sitting there, I was like trying to figure out how much of this leather that I can use for the knife and just fold it over like that, and then, cut it to length and stitch it, with a loop to hold um, the ferro rod on this side, and have that be where I stitch everything together, the loop and everything, and this side and down the bottom or whatever. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, the straps for this, um, I'm gonna sew before I sew this. I'm gonna sew them on through just this piece of leather, right, this side of the leather, because that's the only side I'm gonna need it on, and just sew them down. There's two pieces. I'll probably just use two pieces of leather. Maybe I'll do that. Think either that. I mean, well, I mean, it's either that or some strapping. I'll do the leather. Fuck it. All right, and I think I might even have enough to do everything I want to do out of this piece of leather right here. Probably. I can probably get all the pieces out of this that I need. And like for instance, okay, what I got right here to what I have at the moment, I've got, what is that? Trying to see that. Yeah. Enter there. All right, I got 5.25 inches from here to there. And what is that? That right here I got. What is that? That's almost exactly an inch square right there. If I cut this off for the body of the sheath, and then how big are these? Okay, so I need two of those sizes. That right? Well, yeah. Well, maybe I can get. I might be able to get two out of that right there, maybe, because I'm gonna only need them. How big is these? These are 2 inches long. What is this? Okay, all right, I got a little over 4 inches on that one. So I might be able to get both of those straps out of that one piece right there. Maybe. So let's go with that. Let's at least cut that shit and go from there. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. What's up, Pilgrim? So let's try this. Like I said, I'm kind of just Hold on. So if I have that right there, all I need, yeah, I can probably get two of them. I can get two of them out of that. Let me cut this exactly in half, and I'll just cut off whatever excess I don't need. What is that anyway? Okay, that should be big enough for both of them. So what I'll do is I'll sew this side first before I sew anything else. So these two sides first, and then when I stitch it together, I'll get these two sides. So yeah, and then the loop. Oh, let's see here. What else I need? I need. All right, let's make the loop now. Like that for the freaking thingamabobber. So let's make it probably about, what is that? Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. Let's do 4 inches. Let's do 4 inches and go from there, I think. Mhm. All right. How much? That's probably enough. What is that anyway? That's 3 inches. I'm kind of. Let's give that a shot. Let's go here. Let's give that a shot right there. Mm. Oh, there it is. Where did I put that thing? Okay. Something like that. All right, now I also got to build the belt loop thing. All right, but I got to build that before I put all this together. But this is how the sheet basically from the belt loop thing down. You know, the two things right here, so I can connect this thing to it, and that just slide the deal in there. I might not have to have any kind of thing that, like, for a second locking system. It might have enough friction just being tight to hold it in there without it, unless they pull it in and out of there a lot. And it just, but I'm not going to condition the inside, so I want it kind of sticky. Get some of that rough leather to kind of really grab a hold of it while it's sitting. You know what I mean? It'll take a while for it to get like loose and smooth. So right off the bat, I mean, it'll hold it, damn good. So now I'm thinking for the belt loop thing. Um, Let me think here. I don't want to do that. So all right, what am I what's going on here? What's going on here? What do I got here? What is that? About an inch? About an inch on both sides? Okay, cool. And where is it? Well, let me think here. Maybe I just need to make it a little oversized, so if I need to trim it, I can trim it. So okay, I'm gonna do it about 3 inches. That's what I'm gonna do. Do about 3 inches. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna do that. And, where? Give me that. Oh shit! Man, think about it. Hold on, I need to do two of those to stiffen it up. Now I think about it. I think that would be necessary. Hmm. So let me do another 3 inches here. Okay. All right, and then so I'd have to make oval holes on both sides. Stack those two together to give it stiffness and stuff, so you can pass your belt through the hole, under, back up, you know, and this part would be behind the belt, so your belt go past behind the leather, and then I'll have to attach oh, that's something else. I could probably make it out of this. Maybe it might be long enough. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'll try it out. If that's long enough, I'll use that piece. So I've got to figure out where the holes go. Do I want to do it? Do I want to cut it after I fucking? Nah. I'll just try and figure out how I'm gonna do this. Get them both exactly the same. Not sure yet. Unless I just do one and then fucking stack it on here and then trace it and then fucking do it. And I can hopefully adjust it if I need to. I'm still kind of rough, it's a rough sketch, so it'd be a block basically. Unless I might round some corners off and shit like that to make it. All right, let's do that. Who's all in here? Okay, hold on. Backwoods, Pilgrim, PDF. Sorry, you guys, I haven't been paying attention to this thing. Realize, what's up? What's up, Andy? So, all right. I'm just kind of I'm kind of thinking of a way to do my this knife shoot. So this is the ideas I'm fucking fooling around with. So maybe that. All right. And this, is that big enough? Is that big enough? That might be big enough. That might be just exactly big enough. Hold on. Hold on. Look at that. That'd be perfect. Perfect. There's that. Hold on. Let me get this one. Try to get my damn line straight. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up my blade if I keep on doing that. I should have put the mat down before I started cutting that shit. Dumbass. Oh my god. Fucking dummy. It's gonna dull my blade if I keep doing that shit. All right, let me think here. What do I got? All right, these are my things. That's that. That's that. And that's that. So figure out these holes. Let's figure out these holes here. So that would be, let me think. Hmm. What is it? So just a little over 2 inches, something like that, is how big I need the hole itself. So what do I got here? I got 4 inches. So I put it in the middle, y'all. Let's go a little over on both. So let's make it, yeah, about an eighth of an inch over. Let's do that. That sounds about right. All right, let's just draw a line just so I have a line. So I can see where I'm at. All right, so let's see here. How far in do I want to keep it? Oh shit! I wish I could play the fucking music, man, but I get fucking copyright shit. What is that? Fucking mark. I can barely see it. Uh, Damn it! I did that mark in the wrong place. Damn it! Shit! Shit! Need to be right here. Uh-huh. So maybe so too small, or do I need to go bigger than that? Too small. Well, no, that's probably good. Let's start with that. Grab my thingamabobber. Let's go with that. Where's my thingamabobber? I'm probably staring it right here in my face, and never mind. Again, oh, there it is. Duh. I was like, where the hell did it go? You probably get the majority of the meat off of that. Not going too far. Hell yeah, buddy. All right, let's just do that exact same thing over here. Let's do that. Shit. I put that thing in its holder a little bit too soon. I forgot all about it. Got to do two of these now. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. That one. Well, just a hair too far on that sucker. Damn it. I don't know. What I'm gonna do is when I stitch the main part of it or whatever, I'm gonna stitch around the holes too, just to kind of because I want to stitch both of these together. All right, that'll be thick enough to run a belt through. Hold on, is that gonna be big enough? No, that's gonna have to come a little bit bigger than that. Now I think about it, maybe I need to go all the way up to about here on both, just to give a big enough for a wide enough for a wide belt. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. What do I got here? What if I went to a half inch? Went to a half inch. Half inch. Let me get. Oh. Let's do that. Let's do it. Like I said, I'm just kind of flying at the seat of my pants. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't make any measurements or anything like that. I'm kind of, just kind of, you know, hopefully I am kind of figuring this out before it's all fucking, I have to start, making different or new pieces, which I think make a, I don't know. I just don't want to overdo it at the beginning. So I got something to play with if I needed to change it. So I just need to cut those and I don't know. I was just kind of rambling there for a second there. If anybody understood any of that, nah, I think I was sitting there thinking back. I was like, "What the hell did I just fucking say?" Anyway, what's going on? Yeah, right. That's more like it. That is more like it. Oh wait a minute. I could probably do the same fucking thing. Measure shit. Measurements. And there's some measurements. You don't measure shit. How am I supposed to know what the fuck you did when you don't measure a goddamn thing? Fucking hey. You're just making it up as you went along. Why you didn't goddamn measurements on this motherfucker? Goddamn everything fucking wiki wonky. Like I said, it's all goddamn. Uh, Okay. Well, there's that. So what I need is this. Oh, I think that. Well, all I got is silver one. So I have to use a silver one. I need this one. This one. For that one. That there, that be there, that kind of thing right there. Let me get you. All right. I don't think anything inside of here. Well, wait a minute. Do need that thingamabobber. Yeah, bang it. There it is, hiding from me. Yeah, we do have some blackness. Maybe I got black on here. Okay. There's a black one. Yeah, let's do this one instead. Let's do that one instead. Instead of the silver, do black instead. Wait a minute. Put that in there. And mm, What is that anyway? What is it? Doing 11, 3, that looks about right. I like the about right there. I can handle that right about there. Eyeball it, kind of, sort of, maybe. Where's my marky thing? My marky thing right there. Let's do that. Let's do that. My little marky thing right there. And go ahead and sew that motherfucker on there. Let's put some of this stuff up. So I can clutter up my damn thing more than it already. Oh, wait a minute. No, I still. I'm gonna need this. Finish the rest of that snap. All right. Let's put me on here. Oh, come on. Oh, damn bobbin thread broke. Fucker. Come on now. Get it in there. Quit toying with it. Just get it in there. Mm. Why are you sticking on me? Aren't you fucking running? Maybe I need to put it on the other one instead. It gave me a little bit too much tension. Where's my thingamabobber? There it is. Let's do this instead. Let's put it through the other hole. And try to ease that tension up. I don't need that much damn tension on this sucker. I don't know if I can help. Mhm. There we go. We're back in business on that one. All right. Now, what we going to do here is I think that's right there. Fucker, get off of there. Come on. There, you stinker. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's just trim those fucking sides just a little bit where they look a little bit more rounded. What the hell happened? Oh, it didn't fucking hold. Son of a bitch. Well, what the hell? I know what I probably should have done. Let's do it this one. Technical difficulties. I'm thinking about how to do that one too. That's a tough snap. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's get these. At least the holes are from. Well, wait a minute. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe. Okay. I'm thinking out loud. I'm just thinking as I go how I want to stitch this now I think about it. All right. So maybe I should shade that down a little bit so it's not so thick. Maybe that's what I should do. Do 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 do. All right, that's a little thinner. Let's just go ahead and glue this together. Do, 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 do. Mm. Yeah, let's see here. Where'd my rag go? Let's see here. Come on now. Get that glue out of there. I don't want to get in there. Hmm. Maybe something just a little bit bigger than that. Hmm. Yes, I need to check to see what they're barking at. That's what that is. My uncle is creeping up on the place. Got some more yard work to do tomorrow. Yeah. I'll do a better sanding job after I stitch it and then think about it. Just trying to get generally there. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to stitch around the holes and then all right, how I want to do this is Let me do something to that first. Hmm. I'm about to scratch the wrong fucking side. I was about to scratch the wrong fucking side. Good thing this is for me. I already put some weird scratches in the wrong place. Sorry, you guys. I haven't been paying attention to the chat. I start getting into this thing. Snooks. Here's snooze. Huh. All right. So yeah, I'm not paying attention to you. Oh crap. No. Now think about it. I better sew those on before I fucking sew that on. Well, no. Yeah. Before I fucking forget about it. Before I fucking forget about it. I need to sew these fuckers on. Both the exact same fucking length and shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I was gonna make more of these type, well, if I had the same knife over and over again, and I was gonna do this, I got to figure out a different way of attaching this to this, or making it all one piece. If I was to do it again, instead of doing this shit right here, this shit right here. Well, let's see here. Let me see what's going on in the chat again. Well, stop putting your ears next to the damn speaker. You know, don't have to have it up to 11 and speakers in your ear hole. Oh, motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Huh? Or, well, originally planned is had the bolt going this way, but I totally did it backwards, but it'll still work. It'll still work. It's just that this will be on this side instead of that side. So there's that. Got a little ahead of myself and didn't check. Didn't measure twice. That's what happened. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Where's my thingamabobber? Oh, there it is. I'll make it like I did it on purpose. I'll make it look like I did it on purpose. Something. It's probably that male dog has been hounding my fucking females. I can hate that shit. And I don't know if their cycles are synced together or they're staggered. If they're staggered, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to figure out some way either getting them neutered or take the male out of the equation altogether, and then sit back and wait for the next one to come around. I need about close to $400 just to get them all like rabies and then fixed. Mm, I don't have it right now, so there's that. Oh shit. Sit for a second. What was this measurement? These are just my lines that I need to sew, basically. So let's let that sit for a second. Clamped up. Like I said, this is an experiment. This is just something I was thinking about. And I did it kind of backwards, but it'll still serve its purpose. Mm. Let's sit there for a second. Let me go grab something. All right. Let me read the fucking chat. Right on, Snooks. So yeah, not very many people got enough attention span to hang out for a long period of time. I ain't got the attention span. Oh shit. People ain't got the attention span anymore. One of them things. One of them things. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I think it might. You know, sit like that. Uh-huh. Needs to hook that on there like that, and I can carry my flashlight along with my knife. Or whatever I want to put in here, but I kind of like having my flashlight, having that all, having a flashlight on me at all times when I'm wearing this knife. That is that is pretty awesome. Just I have a spot for my steel, me like that. My deal right there. Like I said, my original plan was to have the seam on this side so I can put this on that side, but I screwed up and I don't feel like doing it over, so I'll just do it like this. That'll work. It'll work. It just wasn't exactly how I had it planned, but that's okay. I can handle that. I can handle it. I can handle it, man. Like I said, it's going to be one for me. You know, like I said, if I wanted to do this again, what I'd do is I'd probably make this all one piece instead of two pieces, and then have the fold going that way. And if I sew this good, I think this belt loop would be fine. It won't flop back and forth as much. We'll see. Whoa, sorry about that. Should have kept on going. What am I doing? Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention, damn it. Pay attention, you stupid. Pay attention, stupid. Should have started down there instead of up there. Why did I do that? That's just dumb. That's just dumb. There's no need for that right there. That was just stupid. See, I could have done that one fucking time instead of fucking starting where I started. I should have said, dude, stupid, pay attention. All right, now you can start in that fucking corner. Oh, dang. Now you can do it there. You're getting way ahead of yourself, man. going on here? Man, that snap is tough. All right, that's generally it right there. I mean, I need to really, I kind of need to do the edges up, do the inside of these these holes, do them, we'll get them smoother and stuff, and kind of, sand the edges, get them fucking looking nice, and getting them fucking, the edges done. And that's pretty much done though. But that's kind of like what I was sitting there thinking. Like I said, I didn't think about it until I've gotten halfway through it. But my original plan was, instead of having the fold on this side, having the fold on this side. So the seams would be on this side. So this would be on this side instead. But this will work too. This is just fine. And it's holding it in there tight. And I'm thinking that, that'll hold a lot more, less wiggle on my belt with two loops, maybe, and then I have a place for everything. I'm gonna change the batteries in that. I can't remember. Yep, got to change the batteries in that. All right. Oh, right on backwards. Yeah. This is just, like I said, it's just something for me. I wanted to do a better sheet than this piece of shit that I carry with me all the time as it is anyway. And I just wanted to, I probably need to just clean up the edges and stuff like that, make that look a little bit better. And, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it right there. All right, you guys, the 1122 Wingnut Radio out here for Anarchy Television. And I just did something.